So it is Tuesday, August 27th, which means, first of all, 9 days before the NFL season starts. And second of all, the 53-man roster has been revealed for every single NFL team. My favorite team is the Seahawks. Let's go dive into this, though, shall we? What's up, everyone? What's going on? House of Seahawks here. Today we're going to be talking about the 53-man roster, as I already said. As you can tell, this is actually a bit of a different review. I'm actually working on some stuff around here, which is going to be really, really cool. Got my Seahawks coffee cup, which there's only water in here. I'm lame, so I only drink one drink. Although that actually might actually be very useful because I've only had one cavity in my entire life, so that's not me trying to insult anyone who drinks pop, though. You drink pop, though? Go. Cool. Good for you. So let's go through this Seahawks 53-man roster. I'm looking at the Instagram page for the Seahawks right here. So for quarterbacks, I don't really think there's much of a surprise here. Geno Smith's the starter. Sam Howell's the backup, though. I am very curious to see what Sam Howell can bring. I didn't think Sam Howell was amazing in the preseason. I mean, I thought he played really good against the Titans, though, besides that very up and down, though. He didn't throw an interception, which that was good. And then, yeah, Geno Smith, obviously the starter, though he's under contract, though. I feel like this may be his last year, but we'll see if Howell is the answer, though. And then, obviously, unfortunately, PJ Walker got cut. Not surprised by that. I did not think he played good. He played bad in the Titans game. I mean, come on. You get one first down in the second half. That's pretty bad. Then for receivers, though, I mean, your first four, not really much of a surprise. I mean, DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, Jackson Smith, and Jake Bobo. There was one on here that I was a bit surprised with. Laviska Shenault. I was a little surprised that we kept him. He's been bouncing around multiple teams, so I mean, whatever. I'm not expecting much production out of him. I mean, obviously, just as I said, we have four receivers that are, I mean, I guess you could say kind of veterans. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, Bobo and JS, and they're coming into their second year, so we'll see what happens with them. And then the other one is Jarick Young. He's been our seventh round pick for the past couple of years, hasn't really done much, which then means we said goodbye to D. Eskridge, which I don't think we'll miss him very much. He's been a bust, and he hasn't really done much for us at all. But thanks for the 79-yard punt return. That was pretty cool. And as I watched that, I was like, well, maybe he saved his job. No, he did not. So sorry, Eskridge. Wish you the best. Running backs, though, we got three of them. I don't really think there's much of a surprise here. Kenneth Walker, Zach Charbonnet, and Kenny McIntosh, the 56-yard touchdown, I think definitely was definitely sold him on that. So I not really much of a surprise here. We did cut, I think his name was can't remember his name. It's a complicated name if I remember. Let's see. Yeah, I can't really entirely remember his name. Oh, wait a minute. I was about to say I couldn't find it, but I think I found another way of finding him. Let's see. Oh, George Holunian. Yeah, yeah. He had a nice run against the Browns, but I mean, I don't remember his name getting called very much. So unfortunately, we had to waive him too. We're just sticking with the three. Tight ends, we're keeping four of them. So AJ Barner, rookie tight end. I think that's a smart move. Farrell Brown, we signed him, although last time I heard he was injured. So I don't know how long he's going to be out. And then, of course, Noah Fant, who we signed for 2 more years. And then this other guy, Brady Russell. I don't really know much about him, though, but oh well. Can't hurt. And then for our offensive line, though, this is where things get a little bit complicated, though. We have Anthony Bradford. He's been on the team for a little while. Charles Cross, makes sense. George Fant, apparently he's still kicking. Stone Forsythe, our 6th round pick of a couple years ago. He's been very in and out of the lineup. Christian Haynes, our rookie right guard, I think that's a obviously keep him there. I definitely really want to see from him. He was said to be one of the best guards in the draft. Michael Jarrell, don't really know much about him. And then you got Satunia Lamia. I may have mispronounced that. My apologies. You then have Uluwatami. Maybe he'll be a bust, and I won't even have to try to pronounce his name anymore. But yeah, our rookie from last year didn't really get a lot of playing time because, of course, we had Evan Brown, but then we got rid of Evan Brown. And then we have Jalen Sundell, Lincoln Tomlinson, and then Connor Williams, who we just picked up just recently. So, my personal opinion, I would love to see Ulu at center. He's, I think, one of our biggest question marks at. I mean, our offensive line is basically an entire question mark, basically every single year. But yeah, it's not bad right now. Although we don't see Abraham Lucas on here, so whatever happened to him? You know, he's getting moved to the PUP list, so he's going to be out for a little bit. Yeah, that knee injury last year was not very good for him, apparently. All right, so then we go to the linebackers. This is another big question mark. We have Jerome Baker, not really much present. You have Tyrell Dodson, traded for him recently. Travis Gibson. We also traded for him. Derek Hall. I want a big year from him. Hopefully, Mike McDonald can develop him. We also have Tyrese Knight, our rookie linebacker. Boye Mafe, he's the guy I think is going to have a breakout year. And then you got Chandler Wostu, who is injured right now. And then you have Drake Thomas. Cool name. So, yeah. Disappointed about John Radigan, though. I really like John Radigan in the first game of the preseason, then he didn't really do much else. So, bit of a bummer about him. But, yeah. So yeah, so for our defensive line, we have Miles Adams, who has done like nothing ever since he had a great preseason a couple years ago. So good for him. You got Jonathan Minkins, you got Mike Morris, Byron Murphy II, who I hope is just a freaking beast. Got Jerron Reed, and then of course Leonard Williams. So I mean, I obviously this isn't like the best defensive line in the NFL, but I do like it though, and I do think it can shoot up most people's lists, especially if Mike McDonald can really develop them. So yeah, and then hopefully he can take some of these nobodies and then promote them as well. Because I mean, Ravens defense was a mess before Mike McDonald came in, and then they turned out to be one of the best. So yeah, we'll see what he has to offer. Now move over. There we go. So yeah, our safeties. I mean, yeah, the safety room isn't too inspiring, though. We got 4 of them. We got Kobe Bryant, Rashad Jenkins, Julian Love, and Kayvon Wallace, though. Obviously, the only one I'm really big on is Julian Love. He had a very good year last year, a great game against the Eagles, though hopefully Kobe Bryant can bounce back a little bit, and then Rashad Jenkins and Kayvon Wallace, we'll see what they can offer. And then, of course, you got for our cornerbacks, though, which, of course, we moved a lot of cornerbacks, though, recently. Of course, saying goodbye to Michael Jackson. Yeah, had to say goodbye to that rock star, though. So, yeah, so we're keeping Trey Brown, who I want him to break out. I want him to break out because I thought he had some really good plays in his rookie year, then got injured, and he's just been dealing with it. And then, of course, had a very up and down year last year, which basically our entire defense had an up and down year last year. So could you really fault him? You of course have Nehemiah Pritchett, who his name came up quite a bit in the preseason. So interested about this. Got D Williams, okay, and you got Devin Witherspoon and Reek Woolen. So yeah, corners. I'm liking the corners. Hopefully our secondary can really bump up next year. And then special teams. I mean, there's not really much else to see here. We didn't really have any special teams problems last year. Punter, Michael Dixon, one of the best in the NFL. Kicker, Jason Myers. I still think he's one of the best. And then placeholder, Chris Stoll. I mean, I don't even know much about Chris Stoll, but good for you. So yeah, a couple surprises, a couple disappointments though, but overall just pretty happy with what we got here. and just waiting for the football season to start, which is in 9 days. So super, super, super pumped about that. So yeah, of course, we're just gonna be cranking out some content basically for. I mean, probably won't be seeing much of me these upcoming days, but I will definitely be around for the season though. I will, of course, be doing some reactions to some of the games though. Mostly basically the close ones though. I mean, the blowout ones are not exactly like there's not really much to react about early on, so there will be that. And then, of course, I will have an announcement at next Friday because I got some very special news to announce to you guys. It's going to be very, very exciting next couple of days. But yeah, super excited for the season start. It's 9 days away where we have the kickoff. Ravens and Chiefs. Yep. Now, yeah. Now I will say, I mean, this channel right here is basically going to be ending soon. I just want to use it for reactions. Though I have the other one, House the Seahawks. So that's the one you guys should go to. And then of course, you have my social media pages where you have Facebook and Instagram. Matthew Langer 1. And then of course I finally got my X account up where I basically just find out all the crap on the internet, which is not very cool, especially since it's an election year and Trump nearly getting assassinated. We don't want that. I'm not just saying that because I'm probably best I don't see that on here. But yeah, no, we don't want death. We don't want death upon people. We shouldn't do that. Don't do that, guys. All right. So yeah, you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter or X or whatever the heck you kids want to call it. And yeah, very, very excited for the NFL season. So see you guys then. Bye.